How do? Welcome to this, another episode of Shooting from the Horse's Mouth. And tonight, today, this morning, this eve, whenever you're watching this video, we're going to talk about WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I'm going to try and do this one in 10 minutes, so let's get on with it, shall we? So, the opening contest was a Money in the Bank ladder match. Smackdown's one. Kane won this one. Made me smile when Show's foot went through the ladder. That was an interesting one. I enjoyed this match a lot more than I was expecting to. Smackdown's talent roster isn't as good as Raw's at the moment, I personally believe. So I think I didn't have very high expectations going into this one. So of course when the match actually happened, it was like, ooh, yeah, that wasn't too bad. You know, everyone in the match did good. Even Drew McIntyre did good. Best spot in this one, in my opinion, was Kofi Kingston hitting Trouble in Paradise to Drew on the outside. And then he just sort of happens to look up and go, oh, there's a ladder there. And of course Drew was knocked back onto the announce table, and basically Kofi hit a splash onto the outside. A boom drop. Sorry, not just a splash. He hit the boom drop off the top of the ladder to Drew, through the table. Brilliant. Like that one a lot. Major league rest spot, if you can call it that, was Big Show getting his super ladder out. Do you not think that must have killed 2-3 minutes of this match? I mean, the match went 25 minutes, 26 minutes to be precise. 3 minutes of that must have been killed by Big Show getting his big ass ladder into the ring. Show was buried under various ladders. That was funny. And then Dolph Ziggler got dropped on him, which was also nice. The match was given plenty of time, like I say. Kane chokeslammed Drew off the top and retrieved the case to win the match. I gave it 3.25 stars. You know, it's an interesting one. It's like I said in my prediction one. Money in the Bank, it should be a WrestleMania match. It should feel special. This match didn't do that for me. It didn't feel special, you know? And as a ladder match, let's be honest, other than that spot that I've just told you about on the outside, there was nothing in this match that we've never seen before, but it was well paced, it was given a decent amount of time, and I was genuinely happy that Kane won. Let's put it that way. I wasn't vexed about that one in the slightest. Like that one, sat there thinking to myself, I wonder how long you'll keep this one. Like I say, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Then Alicia Fox defeated Eve, and then the Hart Dynasty defeated the Usos to retain the tag team titles. This is the first time I've seen the Usos, and they came out to literally no reaction at all. Then the Hart Dynasty came out, and they had no reaction. No, literally, the crowd didn't give a fuck about either team. Let me tell you what can I say about this one. Way too short. This one went 5:22. Way too short for a tag team title match. Really was. Crowd didn't care. What I will say about, I like the fact that both teams are proper tag teams. And what I mean by that, they're not just two wrestlers thrown together in a team. They've got matching outfits, they do the dual teams. One thing I don't understand about these Usos is that they said, they mentioned on the commentary that they're here in WWE to break the stereotype of what you've seen in wrestling before with Samoan guys. Now, what I've seen from Samoan guys is most of the time they're pretty successful. You know, someone like Yokozuna, someone like The Rock, Umaga, the Samoan SWAT team, but the only other stereotype that I can think of is that some of them are quite fat, like Rikishi or Yokozuna, And then, in a classic blaggy moment, they're there to break the stereotype, but then they do a Samoan drop, and one of those, every Samoan wrestler does that, ever. Anyway, the other thing that bothered me in this watch was Natalya did a scoop slam on Tamina, I think that's how you say her name, on the outside, and either Cole or Striker, I can't remember which one it said, that's shades of the Anvil. It's like, it's a scoop slam. Come on, it's a scoop slam. Anyway, I can do a scoop slam. Am I showing shades of the Anvil if I do a scoop slam? Anyway, Sharpshooter got the win for the Hart Dynasty. I gave this some 2 stars. Next, Rey Mysterio defeated Jack Swagger. I just said that. Jack Swagger to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Nice back and forth action, nice suplex off the top by Jack. They did a pretty bad botch. Well, I thought it was a botch. I don't know if you consider it a botch, but it looked like Jack was going for a power slam. It looked like Ray tried to reverse it into a DDT, and it just didn't quite work. Enjoyed the psychology of this one. I like the way that Jack was always working over the ankle, trying to set up the ankle lock. Jack Swagger actually is turning into Kurt Angle, isn't he? But hey, WWE, here's a message for you. If you want Kurt Angle, just fucking sign him. He is the best mainstream wrestler in America at the moment. Sign him, put him on a limited schedule, so he's only doing TV, and, there you go. Also, you can have him versus Jack Swagger at same WrestleMania. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yay! Super DDT by Ray was absolutely superb. He got really close near fall. I like that. Finishing sequence was really good. And then Ray hitting a Rana for the win. Swagger attacked Rey Mysterio after the bell. And then Kane came out, chased Swagger away to the back. And then Kane's music hits, and you're like, oh, what's going on here? Comes out with his Money in the Bank, hits a chokeslam, hits a really terrible tombstone, where it was easily that far away from the ground. And we've got a new champion. Let me tell you how I feel about this. I'm happy about it. Gets a thumbs up from me. Kane champion. Yay! Kane's the champion. Let's just say, I really hope we don't see Undertaker versus Kane at SummerSlam. Or ever. I've said before, Undertaker versus Kane has been done to death. It doesn't ever needs to happen again. I don't care if Kane's the champion or not. Because it's, if Kane is the champion going into an Undertaker versus Kane match, Undertaker will win. Now, of course, in a perfect ideal world, Kane would win. Kane's always lost to The Undertaker, so let's have Kane win, just for a change. You know? Maybe? No. Anyway, then, Layla defeated Kelly in one of the worst women's matches I've ever seen. And then, The Miz won the Raw Money in the Bank match. Well, that's first things first. Why was Mark Henry in this one? I mean, of all the people they could have put in, I noticed that CM Punk wasn't on this card at all. You know? But Mark Henry is in the Money in the Bank match. How does that work? Let me tell you, my problem with Money in the Bank matches is that while spot A, let's call it, is going on, all the other wrestlers just have to lie about and sell for extended periods of time on the outside. I think it's very, very hard to suspend your disbelief when something like that is happening. That's just my opinion, but it's just I was sat there when Maurice was climbing the ladder, Nice little entertaining moment, like that one, going up on behalf of her boy. I understand that, but when you see Miz just sort of lying there, he wasn't selling, he was just sort of watching her. Watching her, knowing that he can't get back in the ring until Morrison's got her down. Incidentally, Morrison looked like a complete Burke when he just put her down. It's like, come on, she's with a heel guy, she's a heel, you're a face, fucking squash her. That's what the fans want to see, but no. Anyway, some nice invasive spots, some things that make you cringe, which matches like this have got to have. They've got to make you go, bloody hell, you know, or ooh, you know, something like that. Every time something nasty happened. Love the RKO on Edge by Orton. Obviously, who else would do it? WWE needs to listen to the fans, because when Bourne was touching the pace, they were going mental. RKO and Jericho look great. Orton is seriously over it. One of the things about not watching the TV shows is, I've watched, this is the first WWE pay-per-view I've watched in months, and you're like, bloody hell, Orton's popular all of a sudden. Problem is, he's not doing anything different to when he was a heel, is he? Really? There's no difference between heel Orton and face Orton, in my opinion, other than the crowd reaction. Well, anyway, Miz gets the win. He looks genuinely emotional when he wins, which I like to see. He then cuts a good little promo afterwards. I gave this one 2.5 stars. On a second watch, this one doesn't have half the impact as it does on first. You watch it the first time, it's spot, yeah. Watching it again, you're just like, it's not quite as good as I thought. Yeah, 2.5 stars. And then, in the main event, Sheamus defeated John Cena to retain the WWE title in a steel cage match. This one was boring as shit for like 95% of the match. So what we're going to do is skip to the end, after all the ref bump, after Sheamus tapping out the STF, and not being able to get the win. Basically, the NXT crew, the Nexus crew come out, you've got Gabriel on top, and he takes a manly bump off the top of the cage. Basically flips in midair and lands back first. That's nice. That'll be forgotten about next week, but that was nice. And then, in a classic moment, they both try and climb out of the cage. Cena comes down one side and gets stopped by the NXT crew, allowing Sheamus to escape, which sounds pretty much what I said on my prediction vid. I said that as a, wouldn't it be good if this happened? And they actually went with my idea. Fuck! WWE, I'm open to be your booker whenever you like. How's that sound? Come and give me fucking $500,000 a year. I'll move to America. I will be your booker. I'll come up with creative finishes like that one. Hooray! Yeah, match wasn't great at all. And then seeing them beat up a couple of the Nexus guys, and basically at the end, in a really confusing moment, he took one of the Nexus bracelets and then just walked off with it. I don't know what that means. Could a Cena heel turn be coming? Cena hasn't been heel since 2003. It could actually happen. I don't think it will. I think if they're going to turn one of their top liners heel, it's going to be Triple H personally. But yeah. Anyway, what should we give this one? I gave it a 7 out of 10. Both Money in the Bank ladder matches were good, and the Rey Mysterio versus Jack Swagger match was good. The women's matches, it should be completely avoided at all costs. Piss break, beer break, joint break, whichever you like. Just don't ever watch them. Main event, boring as sin. Sheamus does not deserve to be the champion at all. He's mid-card, he's lower mid-card in my opinion. He doesn't have the talent, the skills, the mic skills, anything to be fucking the champion, especially the WWE champion. If he's the world heavyweight champion, yeah, maybe you can accept it because it's not the most important belt, but the top belt, nah, not a chance. I've been Mark P. I would love to know your opinion. I need 20 more subscribers for 800, so if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I've been Mark P. Take it easy. Let's see if we've got under 10 minutes. Yay!